Guys, they said the jewel's midnight prayer in the palace shake everywhere. They said even Igbi, Almighty Igbi could not hold herself. You know that they said the jewel and her family, they came to the palace because her new mansion, her new villa in the palace, the king have handed over the keys to her, you know. So they have come uh, to pray, kind of dedicate the house to God Almighty and open it spiritually with prayers before they will pack in so that they will stay there and prepare for the forthcoming Ofarende ritual, of which they said some elders from their paternal side also came because there are these rituals that will have to they have to do that day against tomorrow being 29th, you know. So they said it was night, you know, the jewel, they started the prayer around 12 a.m. in the morning. So they said while the prayer was going on, they never planned to host a kind of crusade or a very big prayer section. No, they just wanted to do it family thing, you know, just her and her family, so that they will move in. They want to do it quietly, so that those people who think that she's always kind of trying to force them to adopt her own religion, those people will not feel anything. She just want to pray. They say she doesn't want to invite people, but what happened shocked everyone. They said that night she was praying with her people. They said their voice wasn't even loud. But you know that a lot of people know when they entered in the daytime. They were so happy. They said everyone was excited, especially those of them who have longed to see the jewel return back to the palace. So they were happy. I don't know if they already know that the prayer will hold. I don't know. But they said the moment the jewels and her family they started the prayers, they didn't even spend up to 30 minutes while praying before people started trooping in. They said people started trooping in, people that she did not invite. Oh, I know that Jewel is not someone that will tell you, okay, please don't join the prayers. No. They said while they were praying, people were coming. You know, a lot of people live in that palace, and some of them are Christians from what we're hearing, even though they said the people who are Ifa devotees dominate the palace, but there are still Christians who live inside that palace, you know. So they said they were trooping in, and the moment they come, they don't ask for seats because you know that the Jewel and her family they did not prepare for they did not make seats available, and that is because they never know that the prayer section is going to turn to a crusade. They say people were coming, and the moment they come, they will just find a place and sit. They didn't look for seats. But the moment the crowd became so much, they said the Jewel's family they started looking for seats, you know, because almost the places that people would sit have been occupied. They said people were trooping in, people were trooping in while she was quietly praying and crying, praying for restoration, praying for peace, praying that her return is going to be a blessing and all of that. They said she was quiet praying even though her other people were praying. You know that people praise differently. There are people who raise his voice. Then some people are saying that they were in their houses, so when they felt like something pushed them, or someone asked them to go to the villa, that they are going to receive some blessings tonight and all of that. They said the way people were trooping in, the jewel herself was surprised because despite everything they have said about the jewel, how she is so proud, how she left the palace and everything. There are people that didn't even buy to those narrative about her. Those people love her for real. They said the way they were coming, to the point that they said Igbi was in the palace from what we're hearing. You know that Igbi have lie low, too much low that even to come out with the king is a very big problem these days. Although people are saying that uh, this shoe, as in what is bigger than her, have befallen her, because that her child sickness, they said the thing is stressing the living day life out of her. She's always busy with that, taking the child from one hospital to the other, praying to Allah that nothing will happen to the child. You know, she's a Muslim. So they said Igbi, who was in the palace that day, couldn't even sleep. They say Igbi was turning and turning on her bed. At some point, she said, because she was the one who was narrating it, they said she felt like something tapped her. Someone tapped her, but when she turned, she did not see anybody. She was confused. She went to the bed again. And this thing happened up to 3 times. And at that third time, they said that same voice asked her to wear her clothes and go to the jewel's villa. Ha! She was surprised though, because they said she have not even entered there before. It was Ebony who entered there that was making so much trouble out of it, because when Ebony entered there, they said the king is really spent huge amount of money building that place. And the day Ebony entered there, they said Ebony could not sleep, that she was sleepless. She experienced sleepless night that day. The next day, she started making troubles with the king. Oh, you have this kind of money to spend in building this kind of house, but you cannot give her what she demanded. So Igbi have not entered there, but they said that night, while she was turning and turning on her bed, at some point, they said she just woke up and wear simple gown like that and started going towards, she's always covering her head now, because she's a Muslim. That is how they said whatever it is that was directing Igbi carried Igbi and start going to that villa where the prayer was going on. The moment Igbi entered there, they said, looking at people's faces, you could tell that these people are like, what is she? What is she doing here? What have she come here to do? Have she come to disrupt what is going on? Or have she come to bury a pot? And all of that, because that is what they know how she does better, well. So there's a people's look. She even distracted some people. But I believe that those people that she distracted are those who have come to witness what is going on and not those who have come to pray. Because they said someone like Jewel was busy praying. Other people were busy praying. But there are some women who noticed when Igbi entered there. And they were all surprised. But they said Igbi humbled herself to the core. When she entered there, she did not make noise. She quietly went and sat on a place, on one of the chairs, because they said at some point the Jewel's family members, they started going in, bringing out chairs, because people were increasing. It was one of those chairs that said Igbi sat quietly, and after which they said she went to, some people were watchful to know what next. They said Igbi went to the Jewel and was begging for her forgiveness, that the Jewel should forgive her, and if there's any way she have hurt her in the past, that she should please have mercy, that the Jewel should pray for her, that she need peace of mind, that right now she finds that peace have eluded her, even though she's trying to be peaceful at all time now, but yet she's finding it so difficult, that the Jewel should pray for her and also pray for her son, that she loves her son so much that she can't imagine anything happening to that boy, that it will buy her, that the Jewel should pray for her. And they said the Jewel was praying for her. And people were surprised. Anyways, that is what we're hearing. They said the palace was shaking. But you know that there are a lot of people who that prayer is going to be a problem to, especially those witchy group. Anyways, that is what we're hearing. Don't forget that these are all alleged unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless we verify them. Okay, thanks for watching. Do well to share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.